Hey guys, welcome back to Wilder Hope Adventures. We are on day 4, I think, I'm losing track at this point, of our eastern road trip, and we are still making our way up the Norfolk-Suffolk coast. We are actually in Norfolk now, and we are going to go check out Horsey Wind Pump, which is a National Trust property, and then we're going to do a short-ish hike around Horsey Mere, which is through some of the fens, and we're actually in the Broads National Park here. So here we are in Horsey Wind Pump. Now this was a windmill, but it was not designed or built for grinding flour, corn, or anything like that. It was not a milling windmill. What this was, you can see all these massive gears up here with a drainage pump. Where this sits on Horsey Island was basically an island for most of the year. It was probably surrounded by saltwater marshes, very, very inaccessible. But this wasn't built, I think it said, until 1912, and it's basically the reason it's for it was to take the seawater that flooded in, pump it right back out. And if you when you walk in, you'll see that sea level is actually below the level of the canal where it pumps out to sea. But yeah, this is apparently called Devil's Country because it was not a place anybody wanted to live. Livestock died a lot from fen disease, also known as marsh malaria. But this pump changed a lot of the life around here. Sea defences improved and made this a workable agricultural area. But it changed the way of life for a lot of people, removed a lot of wildlife, a lot of wild habitat, to now what we consider some very, very rare species. And they're trying to allow some of this to come back, especially in a place like the Broads National Park. So this little bedroom, as it were, would have been where the millwright, the person who was in charge of the mill, would have slept on particularly stormy nights when he needed to be on site. Otherwise he lived in a mill cottage with his wife, not far from here. So this right here was a newer invention which enabled the sails to be turned automatically by the wind. So apparently when a new millwright took over the mill here, it was customary for them to be attached to the sails and do one go round to develop a sixth sense, which was apparently put to the test in a great storm of, I think it was like 1937. And 1938 was the last time that this area was completely flooded. But we are actually standing below sea level right here. Pretty cool. So it's along this channel that you see behind me, it's side of the canal in various shapes or forms, that this wind pump would have pumped the water out this way towards the sea, clearing the water that was in all this lowland behind us. So we're leaving the windmill behind, got the dogs, we're following the canal, the water channel, towards Horsey Mere, and a nice loop around this beautiful, beautiful area. Well, we're circling Horsey Mere and playing a little bit of the mud dance because it's a bit muddy through here. But sadly, with the reeds, and I understand it's a natural thing, we're just not getting the views over the lake itself, which is a shame because the few views that we've got looked stunning. Oh, I need to watch where I'm going. Looks like we got another old drainage mill coming up on our left-hand side on the far side of the canal. This one is in heavy, heavy disrepair though. And I find it very, very sad when we see things that it would be so great to just keep them in the condition that they were. You know, that's part of our history, our heritage, our culture. So it's really sad to see things just fall into disrepair. Good gosh, mollygog. No idea where that phrase came from, but I'm really glad we're not doing this in winter. We haven't had that much rain, but yet this path is pretty sodden. Can only imagine what this would be like in winter, which we did attempt to do at some point. So here we are, Horsey Beach. We're getting to it anyway. On grass-covered sand dunes. Made me laugh the other day. Somebody commented on an Instagram post, I think it was Katrin, commenting about it being a sandy beach. And I was like, nope, it's pebbles. But this one is sand. It's about, I can hear the ocean already. Beautiful, beautiful spot. Then we're just gonna come down here and chill for a while. Why is it that we find sitting by the ocean watching the waves so calming and thought-provoking? Why is it that a place that is so destructive but yet so beautiful is a place that we feel so harmonious with? It's kind of crazy that this shapes our world, but yet it can absolutely destroy it as well. Definitely not a bad spot to sit. Most people go down to the beach. You're not really supposed to be up on top of the dunes, I don't think, but I don't want to walk through all that sand. But the cool thing is, from up here, just beyond the rollers and the breakwater, we can see a bunch of seals out there playing, which you probably wouldn't see if you were down there. Really worth a stop here. Yeah, you can, so we were just sitting up here for about an hour, just enjoy it. We're starting to get cold, but yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And I don't know if there's a proper seal beach further down, but they're definitely playing in the waves all along here, and probably continuing further each direction. They're all probably fishing, hunting right now, so definitely worth coming to check this out. I don't know if there's a better time of year than this or what, but this was cool. This was really cool. It's such an amazing day. Nothing is ever simple on my road trips. Not to say that we couldn't have gone to Bracklesham Marsh, but I ended up bypassing it, going somewhere else, thinking I was going back there, and now I don't really want to backtrack on myself. So we are heading up to, I think it's Coston Heath, which is the other side of Norwich. We may head back to the coast. I'd really like to check out Hunstanton Beach, because I believe there's a seal beach there, and King's Lynn. But I think tomorrow will be our last day in East Anglia. However, we are going to continue our explorations. Things change, things are very fluid, as things happen. That's the joy of being on a road trip and being in the car as a camper and not having committed to anything or anyone, is that things can change at the drop of a hat. And it feels good to be able to just do that when you're not feeling the place that you're in. So we're here at Coston Heath. I think this is a small part of it, it's more on the other side, but just figured we kind of end the day here. Been feeling very uninspired by what we've been seeing. I mean, it's been beautiful, don't get me wrong. I just needed to do something slightly different. Come on! And of course, dogs are eating horse shit. But got the gorse, it's starting to flower second time in the year. For those of you who don't know, gorse flowers twice a year, once around May, April, and then again around this time of year. Really feels like autumn in here today. Everything turning golden and brown, and leaves in here are still actually quite green, but not all of them. I have no idea where I'm going either. Just sort of exploring. What a very cool feeling forest. I don't know why I like this so much. We've got very little undergrowth, big tall pines. That's not ideal for, you know, the deciduous woodland that lets a lot of light in. But for some reason, I'm really liking being in here, and I don't know why. And then off over here, to the left, or to the right, whichever way we're walking, there is deciduous woodland, and I don't know, it's just a very strange sensation. I think it's time we went and made some dinner. Made sure we have a camp spot for the night, which I think we're going to stick around here. But yeah, I'm getting ready for dinner. I want to sit down, just chill. But something weighing on my mind. Yes, this is a vacation, but I feel like I'm lacking in interesting things to talk to you about. If you would like to suggest anything that you'd like to see on this channel, any way that you would like me to approach talking to the camera, talking to you guys, not the camera, I'm talking to you guys, please let me know how you could see to improve this and make it more interesting for you guys to watch and interact with. Anyway, like I said, dinner time, heading back to the car, gonna go cook. Haven't managed to get dinner going yet, but just wanted to chill for a while. It's not even 4 o'clock, well, it's 4:30. Not even time for dog's dinner yet. So we are just chilling, and I just figured I'd show you kind of, basically all I do is sit in the car. It's warmer in here, it's getting chilly out. But yeah, all we're doing is looking at Facebook right now, so. But like I said, you know, it's very difficult to know what to share with you guys on a personal level when I'm out. How much of it actually is interesting, how much of it isn't. There's no conversation going on. I can sit and talk to the dogs. If people want to watch me talk to the dogs, I can do that. They're just chilly waiting for a while. I try not to feed them any earlier than about 10 to 5. And of course, they're always try to convince me it's that time. But yeah, so we're listening to some music. That's about all I got to say right now. It's not the most interesting life. Come on. Hey. Come. Come here. This is the problem with having a deaf dog. Mostly deaf dog, and I swear half the rest of the time he chooses to be deaf. But we're going to check out this marsh. I mean, gosh, this is beautiful. This is not what I was expecting in Norfolk at all, but there isn't much heathland, from my understanding, left in Norfolk. So there is a big project underway, or in process, or in place, to protect this beautiful, beautiful heathland. We've not got much purple flowers out right now, but we've got all of this low-level gorse that's coming out. So it's obviously not had gorse out here for that long because it's all very low level, but it's absolutely beautiful out here. Some of the trees are turning out over here too. What an absolutely gorgeous evening. I think it's that time in the evening when we're gonna have to bid you adieu. It's getting cold, the sun's almost down, and I think we're gonna retire to the camper for the night where we can get all toasty and warm. So if you guys feel like supporting the channel, please do check out my store. I'll leave a link in the description below. I really hope you guys have enjoyed these videos as much as I've enjoyed creating them. But I'm going to leave you here. So as always, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of your mental health, and thanks for watching.